Are you thinking about buying a Tesla Model 3, or do you just want to know the true cost of how much it's really going to be to purchase one of these vehicles? Well, lucky for you, I just went through the process and I want to share with you every single cost that I faced and what customers should be expected to face if you were interested in purchasing a Tesla. The Tesla that I got was the Model 3 all-wheel drive. The only additions I got on it, meaning everything else was default except for the white interior. That added $1,000 more to the price of my car. So I placed the order for my vehicle in January after about 50 hours of researching whether it was better to get new, used, what kind of new, calling a dozen dealerships trying to get a used one, and that was just awful. It made me realize that buying new probably will be a lot better in the long run. And here's why. Number one of the biggest incentives, whether you heard about it or not, is the federal EV tax credit, where essentially you buy the vehicle and the day of you can subtract $7,500 from the price of your car, which is insane. I feel like that right there is huge and maybe not spoken about enough. That was part of my discounts. All of my discounts was my military discount, which was $1,000 off. Every military service member or veteran can get this discount. The referral discount, right now, I think it's only $500 or $1,000, but at the time of my purchase, it actually changed throughout the delivery process. Tesla changed it, making it $2,500 off if you use someone's referral code. So I called the sales reps and everything, and we were able to do a new order to where I could get more off of my car, which that alone, I wanted to throw in there because not a lot of companies will make you want to save money or even let you, right? That was crazy. Hey, I know you let me get $1,000 off this car, but now you're doing $2,500. Can we somehow make that work? And they did. That being said, we had $3,500 off in discounts and referrals, and then minus $7,500 with the federal EV tax credit. Do the math, that's $11,000 right there. And it would have been more had I been a resident of the state of Connecticut. I recently separated from the military. I'm trying to find, my permanent place of residence, and Connecticut is probably going to be it, but we're dealing with some residency issues. And if it was not for the state of Connecticut and their CHEAPR rebate program, where you can get up to $4,000 off a brand new Tesla or EV, that would have been another additional $4,000 subtracted from the price of this car, which that would have been $15,000 total. Now, that was in the past. I'm not dwelling over it. I'm just trying to inform you that the amount of just discounts you can get on the vehicle with their constant aggressive sales tactics and promotions and your own state's laws incentivizing you to get an electric vehicle. It's insane. So the Tesla all-wheel drive price is this. So when you first buy your Tesla, you go through the website, you pick the model that's for you. The one that I chose was the all-wheel drive version, which is not the cheapest. It's the middle version. And it's $5,000 more than their cheapest version, which is the rear wheel drive. The difference is mine has all-wheel drive, premium audio, and premium interior. And it's a little faster too. So I went with that. But when you make your order, you customize your vehicle to whatever you want. I had all defaults. Why did I have all defaults? Well, I don't want to pay more than I had to. And I only paid $1,000 more than I had to with all my selections because I really wanted white interior. I don't know what it is about it. Ever since they had the option, ever since I've been dreaming since 7 years ago about this moment, I always told myself I want that white interior. So I did it. Is it worth it? If I ever got another one, I probably would do black just because it's like another fee you don't have to pay. But whatever. It's honestly, it's really great. I get a lot of compliments on it, and I really like it. I have to clean it a lot more and take more care of it, but that's not such a bad thing. But again, I went with default everything. Once you've customized your car and everything and you're ready to go, you scroll all the way down to the reserve feature and you reserve it for a $250 deposit. And once you do that, you've started getting the ball rolling on you getting your Tesla. That's what I did. And it said it was going to be about 2 to 3 weeks until my car was going to be ready. Now I was really impatient. I really wanted it sooner rather than later. So I was on the phone with sales reps trying to get it sooner. And if you are one of those people and you want it, like 2 to 3 weeks is just too much for you, you can go to the Tesla inventory, and if you find a car you want, you may be able to get it even sooner. But in my case, there was no default everything car with white interior available, so I had to wait. Once you do that, you now have an order created. You now have your car purchase under your email address. You can now log into the Tesla app. And within the app, you have about 7 to 9 steps that you must complete before you take delivery of your car. So sometimes that 2 to 3 week time frame is kind of like a good buffer for you to get all this stuff done. And within those steps, you upload your driver's license, you fill out a form saying if you're eligible for the federal EV tax credit. In order for you to qualify, you have to make under $150K a year. Okay, that's like all of us. And if you're head of household, it's $225,000. And if you are married or joint income, you have to be under $300,000 to qualify for this credit. Okay, so that's basically everyone. That's all of us watching this video. And if you don't qualify, then dang, like, you shouldn't have an issue buying this car. Purchase agreement. If I had no discounts or anything, this car costed $50,130. The order adjustment was adjusted for $3,750 because minus $1,000 for military discount and minus $2,500 for the referral code discount. And the other $250 was your deposit you made to reserve the vehicle. Tax calculation, this is where if you did have a trade-in, you can trade in a vehicle, and I'll put a link for the Tesla trade-in. I mean, it's kind of cool, unique to see what they'll give you for your car. Doesn't hurt. Me, I just sold a car recently, so I didn't need to trade anything in. Sales tax. So this is how much the sales tax was. That's a real fee right there. Let's see, $2,945.13. And then the total cash price was $49,325.13. So that was the total price without the federal EV tax credit yet. All right, so for the registration fees, titling fees, all that, they charged me $190. And one of the coolest things about this was I got it in Connecticut, and I was in and out of there in 30 minutes. And they got my license plate and they screwed it on for me, and they're like, you're on your way. That was amazing. I didn't have to go to the DMV. I didn't have to go anywhere. They registered for it and they screwed on the plates. I had a friend recently go through a purchase and he didn't experience the same thing where they give you the license plate. So maybe that was case specific for this location in Connecticut. Title registration filing fee, $60. Okay, so total right there, $250, making it more. And then here we get into the credits. So the federal EV incentive right there, $7,500 taken off. That made the total price to be $41,825.13. That was the total cost of my car. Mind you, this wasn't even the cheapest Tesla. If I got one cheaper, I probably would have been paying close to $35,000. And again, if I was able to get the Connecticut in-state electric vehicle rebate program, that would have been minus $4,000 off of that, which would have made it, $37,000 and some change, which is insane in my opinion. Another thing I'll show is my car insurance. I'm a veteran, so I've been using USAA for a long time. They are hard to beat. Their rates are really good, and when you're paired with dependents, your insurance obviously is cheaper. I pay $888 a month with my wife being on the program. If I didn't have insurance with my wife on file, my car insurance payment is $150 a month. I can show you the screenshots. The screenshots I have shows my 6-month premium being even less because I have my wife on file. But adding her on there made my plan a little bit cheaper. And I've gotten quotes from Geico, upper 190s, 200. I've tried Costco's insurance. I heard that one's really good. And I was paying, they were offering over $200. So, but USAA, that's how much they're charging me for insurance, for car insurance, which I think is really good considering it's a brand new car and a Tesla. Get your car insurance quotes first and definitely factor that in. Now, just some tips when you're making the decision to buy your car. Again, you can go through the inventory of Tesla and you may be able to get your vehicle a lot sooner. I recommend speaking with chat specialists, or honestly, I would get on the phone with one of those specialists because they can make things a lot more seamless. I personally did that. It made my decision a lot easier. It made the process so much easier. At the time I was buying my car, the special deal of 0% APR was not available. I can't tell you how upset I am that I wasn't able to get that special 0% APR deal. But right now, if you go on their website, it is available. I recommend jumping on that. You know, the lowest interest rate you can see on new cars are like 4%, 4% through 7%, and that's considered a good rate. I hate having to pay interest on anything, even if you get a good deal or not. I mean, 1% you can't really beat, you know, maybe a couple more. But the fact that you're paying interest, it doesn't sit well with me. That's why I think the 0% APR deal just makes it so much better. I forgot to mention, in the buying process, don't be fooled by Tesla's website tactics where they have these box checked where it says include, you know, like the $7,500 credit. You may want to see that, you know, to see what the price is going to look like. But I just click them all off because I want to see the real price I'm going to pay. And they also take off like $1,500 for estimated like savings. And then sometimes they even have a box that's like, check this box to see what your price would be after 5 years of $6,000 gas savings. And you know, that's someone else to break down to see if that's even true or not. You know, you can see in one of my videos that I went to a supercharger for the first time, and it's similar to paying gasoline. So there are savings here and there. There honestly really are some good incentives on getting an electric vehicle. Some hidden fees that I haven't talked about is, you know, what it'll cost for supercharger charging, getting like accessories for your car. I've definitely been gifted over like $500, $600 in accessories. I got really nice, you know, all weather floor mats for the trunk, the car, and then the frunk. I also got mud flaps that I install in the car. And I was also gifted, you know, organizers for the interior of the car. And those things don't come with the car. You have to pay extra for those. And another thing, the charger. In the past, Tesla used to come with a mobile charger for you to charge your car on your own. But now it is not included. On the website, it says the mobile charger right now is $300. I think I was able to buy it for $250 or $275. But I think they may have raised their price. But that is another cost that you have to factor in if you want your own charger, or if you're just gonna, you know, rely on public charging, or however you're gonna charge your vehicle. And there are a lot of methods for that. You know, some of my favorite things about the buying process is it's not like used car dealerships. It's not like new car dealerships where they have deals, promos. You have to, you know, barter with the dealer, car salesman to get a better price. And that depends on what dealership you go to, what person you talk to. And you can be in a car dealership for like 4 to 7 hours, just really battling out a price, test drives, etc. But, you know, Tesla mitigates all that. You see the price, you see the car, you get what you get, and you take delivery within 30 minutes. You're out the lot when your day comes. Stay tuned for my next video, 1 month of ownership costs of the vehicle. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks. Peace.